So almost 3 years have passed. Light is welcomed by a bunch of beautiful maids accompanied by May. As the maids start fangirling over Light, May says, "Can I silence these chatty fairies?"
For context, Dude's basically running a kingdom in the abyss with a large number of citizens under his rule.
The logistics system needs an overhaul since the population has grown over the past 3 years. He checks in on the 4-9 squad. Aruyuki's outmapping the forest around Naraku, which is crawling with monsters, but she's a genius tamer, so it's fine.
Then there's Ellie, who's deep into developing new magic for Light's plans.
Nezuna's doing her usual patrols, and while she's great at close combat, she's kind of a chaotic mood machine.
Light thinks that makes her perfect for the job. Nezuna's doing her patrol, getting praised left and right, and she's loving it. Then, the fairy maids ask her to check out a super secret area that's apparently too dangerous to approach.
She's confused but intrigued. She bumps into May in Light's room and gets suspicious. May says she's just cleaning, even though Light's out training.
Nezuna says, "Sure, but you were rolling around on his bed and sniffing his pillow." May claims it's her special bed-making technique. May brushes it off and gives her a little reward for delivering a message from the other maids. It turns out the maids are mad that May monopolizes cleaning Light's room. May says, "This is between me and the fairy maids, don't worry about it." Then she hits the snack shop and picks up some dorayaki and milk. Nezuna keeps patrolling, still hoping to see Light. She sits in his usual spot and gets all dreamy, wishing to see him again. However, a statue beside Light's throne breaks, which makes Nezuna get the hell out of there immediately. Meanwhile, Light trains with Jack. It's obvious Light is a lot more powerful than he used to be. He has been training to get his revenge on those scumbags. Upon seeing his strength, Jack acknowledges that only a select few can stand their ground against Light, let alone the people on the surface.
Light says, "Yeah, but I won't let my guard down. I've got revenge to take." Back at Maid HQ, the rebellion continues.
May confronts the fairy maids and asks them about the letter they had sent via Nezuna. She reads out their demands and the get wrecked stuff.
May shuts them down hard and assigns them to clean the throne hallway by hand. They freak out, but May says maid level 500 comes from effort. Nezuna runs into Ellie and they start bickering. Ellie calls her dumb, Nezuna insists she's not, and they argue over multiplication tables. It's peak low-level banter. Then they start bragging about who's closer to Light. Ellie had tea with him, wants dinner next, and maybe even a sleepover. Nezuna's jealous and wants to share a tea with Light. Ellie says Nezuna's too childish to understand real jealousy. Nezuna offers to help Ellie in close combat since she's bad at it. And Ellie replies, "Fine, I'll ask if I need help." The maids are still salty. They complain about May hogging Light's room and fantasize about sniffing his stuff. One wants to lick his fork, another calls her a perv but admits she'd do the same. Then someone drops the bomb. May was alone with Light for 3 months before Aruyuki was summoned, just the two of them in a monster-filled dungeon. The jealousy hits hard. They start chanting curses and wish May would explode. Then May shows up. She heard everything. The maids panic. May says Light spent those 3 months reading and training, not doing anything weird. She admits her earlier punishment might have been harsh, but now she's doubling it. They have to clean the throne room too. The maids freak out again, but May says, "You had time to curse me, so you have time to clean." Nezuna finishes her patrol and feels proud even though she didn't get to see Light. She dreams of blowing up the surface world if she ever gets permission. Then she goes to sleep hoping to see him tomorrow.
Next morning, Light meets up with his crew. Ayuyuki tries to snuggle up to Light and Ellie gets jealous. A hellhound triggers some trauma for Light. The girls immediately go feral, ready to wipe out everything that made him uncomfortable. Light calms them down and says he's fine. They instantly back off because his word is law. Then he drops the real news. May's bait worked. They've got a target. It's time to start the revenge plan.
First up, Garu.
Meanwhile, as the fairy maids are cleaning, the already broken statue collapses in front of them, leading to a hilarious situation.